Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 60 Bison.
First carry here for the rookie out of Washington State. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He gained 15 there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. Escapes the defender. Looks through and breaks away. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It goes for 32 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Panther 60. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. Warrior 70.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking slant route complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. We're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Steady. Cowboy 80. Steady.
There's a dive up the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 27-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Giants into the nickel. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready? 19, 18.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Ready? Press all 80. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Ready?
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another. 3rd and long.
70, Timberwolves. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
19 tight. 19. Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
18, Pioneer. Ready?
They call pass on 2nd and goal. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Cowboy 80.
They're going to try and throw it here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and goal. Field goal attempt coming now from Younghoe Koo. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Buying some time right. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Giants in control so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. It's a chance for running here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set. 180, 180.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Elliott connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. In return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cowboy 80.
Hand off to the back. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll work against the blitz. Kind of a comeback route. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Giants first down.
Toss to the right side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Ready?
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Throwing here, Hurts. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far. It will be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Great. Set. 180.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On first down, Hurts. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
12 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's short the first after a mild gain. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. And again, here's Hurts. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
A 47-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. County Lions. County Lions.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go now. Cal Victoria, 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
One final shot before the half. Throwing for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
180, 180. Out. Kill. Turn up. Crowd left Yanni. Hey, Silver.
Hurts now from the gun. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On second down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Air it out on third. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Oh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
Ready.
Giants lining things up. First and 10.
Chop alert. Go.
Here's the handoff. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants sure going to have the first down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Back now, pressure coming. Caught by Theo Johnson. Has some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants push their lead further to start the half.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Rob for a first down. He met no gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Here's the backup. First throw. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A pickup of 34 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
Ready, set.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Plowing up the middle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60.
They give it to him again. He's got room to roam. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for a New York first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he is down to the 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First down, play action. Running right side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Running left side by Jefferson. And he's brought down at the line.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession as starts. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Down a score, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He picks up 5 on that first down run. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go to Barkley again. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the 2-point conversion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
That keeps the score Giants 20, Eagles 18. Jake Elliott to kick
We're
off
down to a
for Philadelphia.
2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to work after throwing the pick. It's his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
18, 5 in.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go.
They are throwing it again. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Throwing again on second. Finds his back complete. And the Birds got to it. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
60 Eagles, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting that fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He's back to throw. They did it. He made the interception. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles needing a couple. We've set it downs from the 37.
Here we go. Broccolini. Warriors 70. Ready.
Barkley trying this up the gut. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock, so give him just 2 yards on that carry. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, they need 7. Back to throw. That's taken in by Tucker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
It's a loss of 2.
Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. A quick throw completed out to the left. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They give to Barkley, left side. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This is from 35 out on the left hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
Once again, they call on him, and once again, he delivers. Had to be so confident sending him out there that he was going to win them this game, and he did just that.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Cut
throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drop today. This game is over. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.